Good morning, folks. I'm forecaster Dustin Staples here with you on this Saturday. I hope you're doing great. Whatever you're doing outside today, I would say most inland areas are going to be pretty good out there too. Again, we didn't have much of a cold start to this morning as you're getting the day started, so that's some good news for us as we're waking up. And some of our inland areas are in the 30s and 40s. So again, just before the 6 o'clock hour this morning, we do have a couple of isolated 20s towards Roanoke Rapids, some mid-30s here. We have a slither of 40s and 50s, and we're already approaching the 60s along the coastal communities here. So letting you know that we are already kind of all over the place with our temperatures from the 20s to the 60s. As a matter of a few hours. Don't matter how many miles you go, you're seeing that too. 24 hours ago about this time, we're running about 15 to 20 degrees warmer than we were yesterday about this time. Letting you know that, a lot of you were probably scraping your ice off the windshield and getting that heat to kind of melt that defrosting off the windshield. All that mattered to us. Some areas, isolated spots had to do that this morning, but generally speaking, most of our communities are pretty good to go out there too. 39 towards our pirate cam. Look at this. Our winds are a lot calmer now, so there's not really much of a wind chill to be contending with by no means too. Good morning to you in Morehead City. Compare that to 58 down there along the coastal community. So that's kind of where we're gradually seeing the warmer weather this morning. And again, we're going to be seeing a mix of clouds and sun. Some areas will be seeing a shower or two throughout the rest of today. Winds are going to remain out of the north here. This currently right now. As we go ahead and be on forward in the time, of course, the good weather for ECU's football game this afternoon should be nothing but sunshine. Winds will be gusting, or sustained winds, will be between 15 to 25 along the coast. Inland will have that northwest breeze move back in here, just be northeast here for between 5 to 10 miles an hour. Overnight, winds start to relax inland. Coastal communities still staying between 15 and 30 miles an hour. We may see a little bit of higher gusts as we make your way on your Sunday, but again, inland communities are looking pretty good to go. Our friends towards the coastal coast over the next several hours, you're going to waking up in the 50s. We'll see a mix of clouds and sun. There's a 20% chance of showers as you're doing anything out and about. So again, most areas are going to stay dry as we go forward today. We have a stubborn coastal system. That's why we're seeing a chance of showers possibly along our coastal communities here. But again, next cold front may arrive by Thursday, but right now rain showers are looking very limited. And you kind of already see on radar this morning down towards the Hatteras, seeing a couple of those showers, a little bit of a heavier downpours to say the least. We have rain showers moving up towards the north. Meanwhile, to the Pacific Northwest, they've been dealing with snow several days in a row now. Not much as that expected anytime here locally. Drought monitor, you kind of saw that already. We are now beginning an exceptional and a moderate dry drought for Eastern Carolina. The good chunk of the deep south is also seeing a very moderate to say severe drought, to say the least. Again, this number should say 14 days now. We are now approaching a pretty good stance of dry weather for many of our localities here. We need the rain, no matter to say the least. It's really hindering our leaf foliage this time of the year now. So that's something we really desperately need as we get going this morning. All right, temp clouds are going to be filtering in. A few coastal showers here from north and southern Outer Banks. The Crystal Coast may see a lighter shower or two. Inland areas will see partly to mostly cloudy skies. We may see a stray sprinkle here or there, so don't expect, if you see a little light drizzle here or there, don't be completely surprised by that. Inland overnight, we'll see temperatures back in the 50s and upper 40s. We'll see another cloud wave of moving through here. That coastal stubborn system is finally getting kicked out of our region as we go through the next little bit. Now, again, it's been pretty warm here recently, and now we're talking about cold weather this past week. So far, the month of October there, the average temperature in New Bern was 67, 66 as you made your way towards Greenville out there too. So if you're trying to make any plans to do anything right now, you should be good to go on this too. So this stubborn disturbance in Central America still has a 10% chance of developing. Really not much of an issue by no means. Now remember, tonight we turn our clocks back, so the sunset this evening is at 6:12. By tomorrow night, we're going to be seeing a 5 o'clock sunset. Also remember, don't forget to change those smoke detectors in those batteries too. So that's something to keep in mind. We gain the extra hour of sleep means we lose an hour of daylight at night, but we gain it earlier in the morning. So that's kind of letting you know where our sunsets are going. Your forecast highs today getting up in the upper 60s. We may flirt with 70 in some of your localities. Again, that coastal shower can be possible later on, to say the least. Heading out to the ECU game today, and nothing really but sunshine out there. Temperatures in the mid 60s will climb down in the 50s for the end of the game as well. Tonight we'll see partly cloudy skies. Some areas may see clear skies overnight. Mid-40s for generally speaking for most of you, so not as cold as we've been seeing the last several mornings. So that's some good news with that. Temperatures for tomorrow getting near 70. Again, turn those clocks back this evening so you can get that extra hour of sleep. Monday's looking good, pretty warm. Election Day Tuesday, not looking bad either, mid-70s. We're going to stay in the 70s here, possibly even getting your 80 by the end of the week. We'll see where we go with that, see what the models kind of contend with that. Your overnight lows will go from the 40s back to the 50s. Again, next Saturday is Veterans Day, so if you have any activities planned for that, you should be looking good to go with a slight chance of a rain shower.